Hey guys, Spawn here with another episode of Madden 19 doing Ultimate Legends Week 4. Already did Walter Payton. Next up is Payton Lane. Hope everybody's having a good time.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL on EA.
See here.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one
Cairo
started.
Santos.
And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Going nickel. Go nickel, dog.
And here are the Lions now as they get set on
get
first
up?
and 10.
Hell no.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Let's get moving, gang.
It'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Stafford. Toward the right
Nice.
sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay.
Oh
That's
my
complete.
God.
Through an opening, and there he goes.
That's horrible.
Touchdown.
My guys played like morons, man.
Big play there.
Yeah, what? Come on, can we get past the cutscenes? That's one thing I find annoying about this one. About this man. You gotta watch cutscenes nonstop.
And I don't know if that was scripted.
I see more cutscenes than gameplay.
Or was it just a
I mean, look at
play
this.
they had in their pocket? No matter
Hey.
what, they had the right call on against the right defense.
I gotta see you
and they
guy
end up in the
pressing
end zone.
around.
Here's Prater now set to kick
This
it
is
away.
stupid.
This fielded at the 2. And now running right through it. And he'll get it up to
This
about
last
the
pass has made some of the
26-yard line, just
animations
across the
horrible.
25. On first down, it's Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time.
Now all of a sudden Watson's the immobile
Try
quarterback.
and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck
It's
it
gonna be
away.
inches.
Dangerous pass, incomplete. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, Their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Buying time to his left. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Johnson. Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson, 46 yards. And the Madden Elites just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well.
What the hell was that?
And the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. I
think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And they've got it here with a first down.
You get the crap out of my face so I can see what's playing.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And Roberts with it over the middle.
And then, of course, Romanowski said hit stick, he's gonna butt bump him.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff, Johnson.
Damn, somebody hit him. Stupid.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, Stafford here. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or
nobody covers a damn thing.
23 yards on the play. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. To play in a
holy crap, make me sit there.
My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
Here's Stafford.
Why you not cover shit, guys?
It's caught for a Lion touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Lions are in for 6. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2.
And it goes through.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone and it works. First two drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until defense makes any
Come on, let's be worthless.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Able to spin free.
So he spins and hurries and runs over to that guy so he can tackle him.
At about the 37-yard
This
line.
pass has completely screwed up the gameplay.
The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson.
Yeah, the fatty's chasing him down.
This one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The escapability.
Come on, guys, let's get the play going.
That one good for 15 and a
I'll
first.
sit there and
Normally we're talking
watch
about
everybody hanging out.
where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there. This is taken in at
My
the 5.
goodness.
And he will have
Even like that,
touchdown.
even though it worked out in my favor as
Chris
crap.
Carter, 41 yards. And the Madden Elite's just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
Nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
All right, let me see.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Why isn't anybody covering this guy?
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford.
Oh.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And it's a touchdown.
Oh, Romanowski. There we go.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Oh, no.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. It comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
I can live with that.
Before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Throwing is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Kevin Green in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson.
Okay.
Now a signal and a timeout call.
Why would you?
As it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now flags will come in.
Okay,
I think
well,
this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
I guess I was looking at stuff, so therefore it's neutral. Yeah.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Roberts has it, and he'll be taken down.
That's fine. You can't do anything.
Gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Able to slither by. Take it past the 25 and
couldn't
up
tell
to
for
the
sure where I needed to
28-yard
go.
line. The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right.
Whew.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for
There we
different
go.
things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Oh my God!
Watson lost it, but
Oh my
fortunately,
God!
another
I
offensive
suck.
player quick to react,
What the
and they will indeed
Hades?
retain
Okay.
possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team
Oh,
that lost
man.
it to get it back. Because
Come on,
this is
Fuller.
the quarterback. The ball gets
You can
away
do
from
it.
him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great. Devon Kennard in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs.
Of course. Hits the ground, he gets and still able to spin you while the ball's in the
There's no magnet in the ball.
air.
Sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it?
It's a
He has it, he loses
realistic
it,
player
somehow the
motion.
ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Stafford and the Lions now have it
This
first
is not
and 10.
what I called,
At their
I
own
don't
46.
believe.
Now Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Come on.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and
Don't
catch.
want to watch the guy looking
My
around.
teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. of the gun, Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Roberts. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson.
God
Nice
bless.
little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down, Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones.
How was that even complete? He was standing out of bounds before he ever threw it.
All that practice time came to
Oh
fruition
my
on
God.
that play. All those timing routes
That was
worked on
crazy.
through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season. They got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Oh my God, and I'm just sitting there.
They were looking for Johnson that
I didn't
time,
expect it to
and
go
that'll
through the
bring up
middle right
second
there.
down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And he'll be brought
Of
down on what's
course.
going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the
If I didn't
football as
suck
we get
at
set to
using,
bring you the fourth quarter.
probably would have gotten that.
Stafford on third down. It's caught. Jones. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him.
Yeah.
It's a loss of 5.
I think I did all right
bringing
there.
up second. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Been a tougher game than I expected, guys.
Both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
Oh my God. Can we prolong this crap any longer?
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do
not
it
really.
without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
7 yards on the pickup.
Just got to eat up clock. Score real towards the end.
Picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W.
Okay, Johnson, you got to do this, baby.
You
got to do this.
Tick, tick, tick.
Here's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. On the toss, here's Williams.
Come on, Ricky.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. All situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him.
There you go, Rick.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Santos able to put this one up. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Oh, who was that?
They want to get done.
Good play.
In a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love
Good
this
play.
situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Jeez.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
No, don't want to try that. Why's it going nickel double gap? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Back to throw.
The hell is going on there? You see what I'm saying? Since they're past, you got these problems.
And now it's 3rd down.
That make no sense.
Also 3rd down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I have no clue what happened
Going
there.
into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle
That was
there at
pretty
the very end.
craptastic for me. Here we go. I gotta do this all the dang time now. Obviously, I'm a bot. Because I'm playing their game. Because I guess nobody's playing on PC now. Gotta be a bot. Night Train Lane. Alright, so this is Spawn from RealGamersOnline.com. Until next time, have a good day or night.